of the major things that I did not know when you are trying to get the foundation put is you need a benchmark elevation to pull the elevation of the finished first floor. And here it is right here on the survey. Benchmark found. Can you see it right there? Benchmark found on nail in power pole. Elevation 17 point, well, let me get it to center, 17.19 feet. And if you look over here, this is the boundaries. This is a site plan, but it marks off all the boundaries. It shows it right here on the power pole. You see on the legend here, it would say PP, stands for power pole. So now if we go over here and look at the power pole, we know from the site plan that our boundary markers right here, which is marked off by the surveyor. In case you're wondering how did they come up with that, there's a monument that they have, which is like a iron stake in the ground, and it has numbers on it. That's how you can really identify it. You can see that right there. So that's the boundary marker. Now the elevation, the benchmark elevation to pull the finished first floor elevation is right here. This is where it's at. It's marked over here with that nail and a little ribbon there. So what they do is they pull the elevation of the finished first floor coming off of this mark. So they'll take the laser level and they'll figure out where is the first floor elevation with the laser level going off of that benchmark. And what they're going to is they will pull that over here to all four corners and get the finished first floor, which will be around over here. So that finished first floor will be set based on that benchmark. And how that happens is they're going to form this whole entire property up, and they'll set all the form boards and the batter boards to that benchmark, and then from there they'll be able to do all the footers and everything like that. I wish I would have found that sooner. I scoured the internet for that. Nobody ever teaches you these things, but this is just one of the things that you got to know when you're building. So that's that. And another thing I want to say is that these setbacks here that they have identified on the site plan, if you could see it, that's a 10-foot setback, 10-foot setback here, 10-foot setback over there, and 25-foot setback. And then they put the building and they fit it on the actual vacant lot and how it's going to look. In the city, they allow me to not go 25 feet. They changed it to 20 feet so I can move the building up. And then I can actually move the building over to the left because I actually have a 5-foot setback there. And what that means, I am going to roughly stake out this where it's supposed to be, because if I go with a 10-foot setback camera, if I go with a 10-foot setback, it's going to put me from 10-foot setback coming from this boundary marker right there. So 10 foot coming in here will bring me right about here, give or take. So I'm going to measure that. Now what that means is that the house is going to be like literally right there, and what that means, I have to actually cut down a whole bunch of palms, and I don't want that. What I want to do is try to set it back in a way where I have a lot more buffer room from the road, and I don't have to take down these beautiful palms that are going to be lining this property line up. So I'm going to play around with that and figure out what the proper setback is going to be, how it's going to look. Maybe I move it 12-foot setback or 13-foot setback, so I steal 3 feet on this side, and that will help bring the house a little bit more centered, so I've positioned it right. I can also bring the house up a little bit, because right now it's positioned to be set back 25 foot from the road. So I can actually bring the house up a little bit. Instead of 25 feet, I can bring it up 20 feet. That means is that I will have a shorter driveway, but I'm going to stake it all out, see how it looks. Maybe I do the 20 feet because I would have more of a backyard, and in case I want to put a pool back there, I have a little bit of extra wiggle room. And we'll see how this works.